Hello, Link to the Past Randomizer fans. This is the Gold Award Finals, and it is Game 2 in what I am Celia Sliver, joined in the booth here by Mr. Angry Pants. Say hi to the people.
What's happening? Yeah, we got an exciting one here, starting up in just a couple of seconds, actually. Yeah, I think we got game one. We had Rue was stuck on a sword hunt for something like, well, basically the entire game. And Ray was able to pull out the win, but we got him starting off with the fillet. How about that?
Yeah, I bet Gamma's happy, and we've got fully synced screens all the way through. No semblance of divergence here.
No. Yeah, so we, I believe we have the possibility for a first in the mentor tournament. If rayzeus is able to win here, he will be the first undefeated champion we have. So I think Rue is going to be given a go here to try to make that not be the case.
Yeah, that's their game one was probably the most unfortunate that I have ever seen in this game. That 50-minute long sword hunt that finally ended.
Yeah, on green pendant for him of all things. But we got some divergence here, so I love this. I am a filthy uncle starter, and if I get bombs, I am going to the front of escape.
It looks like we got a vanilla green pendant and a vanilla blue pendant. Actually, I think that's red and vanilla. Somebody correct me on that. But we also have a red crystal up at Hera.
Yeah, we have Rue going up, getting his second tree pull here, and probably will check the lumberjack ledge. This is an all dungeons seed, so we will be doing Aga one way or the other.
Right, we'll have to get those two Light World pendants there. So usually when you see two pendants in Light World, it's like, okay, let's sit back and relax. We're in here for a while. But since this is all dungeons, we already kind of knew we needed to be there anyway. That just kind of pushes me even further toward Eastern. Like, if I find that early, I'm just going and completing Eastern way.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you can beat a dungeon, you beat a dungeon. Doesn't matter what it is, and we have didn't quite get the setup there on for that second blue guard, but gets a little few extra bombs. Make for a nice little welcome package. So we have not gotten the small key here out of the front of escape. So that does mean Zelda's cell, whatever is in Zelda's cell, is locked by either the lamp or the glove. That's depending on where the small key is at. So that could play some factor.
Yeah, so the small can only be in one of three spots. Has to either be in that first chest there, or in Dark Cross, or it could be in the back behind that glove that we just found. Oh, and there's the bow, so
yep.
We might get to see some early dungeon clears here.
Yeah, we just need a fire source, and we'll have access to two dungeon clears. We can see that NMG Bowland bow, maybe.
I know that makes a certain section of this community happy, and I'm one of them.
Yeah, it is. It is legitimately a difficult fight to do quickly. And I think, is that tier 2? Looks like it's red rupees out of the tree pole.
Yeah, and this pack is stacked.
Yeah, we're getting all the good stuff on Rue's side. Rue has pulled enough money, though. We'll be able to get the bottle vendor here.
Yeah, and I think it was a good choice by Rue also to just take the known bomb tree pool instead of going for tier 2 that might just be unhelpful.
Yeah, I agree. With it being open, you don't have a repeatable weapon. You have mini Moldorm Cave coming up. Just getting the 8 total bombs, with 3 of which you're going to have to use in Kakariko anyways, is definitely a good play.
Yeah, and chat pointing out this might be a quick lead, but in my experience, when you get front-loaded progression like this, it ends up being a total grind to get that last go mode item at the end.
Yeah,
Usually it's a trap.
I find that too. You get so much open to you so early that you have all the options of where to go to, and at that point, often one of them is only the right choice.
Yeah, and a seed like that is exciting to watch from up here in the booth, but it is infuriating as a player because you see where the progression ended up, and you just kick yourself because you could have been there 10 minutes faster. We got the boots.
Oh,
all right,
right.
we're zooming now.
I was gonna say we might not see that bottle that was on Library Ledge, but I don't know if they're feeling they need a second bottle. It's not like you're never gonna get it if you don't get it right now.
Yeah, it's not filled with things, so I'm not sure that to me it's not worth it.
Yeah, I agree. I think runners of this caliber, I would be actually surprised if they wouldn't have got it. If it had a fairy or a blue or green goo or something like that in it, I could see going and nabbing that. But get that quick save and quit to probably check the bonk rocks here, and we could see a trip up to the mountain out of logic. That would be an interesting call.
It would be interesting, but I would rather see back of escape and then save and quit to Eastern here.
Yeah, that's probably the more likely play. We get a sword. Early sword for Rue. Definitely after last seed, he is, I'm sure, wishing for a second sword real quick.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to relive that one. The swords were in real grody spots.
And I believe the front did have 3 items, but they were all nothing.
And there's our key.
That tells us the map, I think, is in Dark Cross.
Alright, we're agreeing that Eastern Palace is the play here.
Yep. You gotta beat it, so just go and do it. It's also 7 items with that green pendant. So
because it's green pendant, I might just leave Saha here. I just go all the way to the right, go up the way, and then get this stuff after I get green pendant.
Yeah, I think particularly because you have that glove and you can backdoor it. And there's the second early sword. We'll definitely have to ask Rue if he did a little sigh of relief after seeing that. But yeah, I'm totally with you. I think with it being green pendant, I have 1 sword, I have the bow, I got a hook shot, I got boots. Realistically, Eastern's not getting any faster. Just go do it, and then saves me 1 trip to Saha. Over on Ray's side, we have him finishing out Kakariko, getting those boots. Both of them doing it in about 9 seconds with the save and quit.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how good it feels about that escape play now that there's a boots and a sword in Kakariko.
Yep.
Alright, Ray is not interested in Eastern. He wants the dam, I guess?
Yeah, it looks like he's going to do South Shore because he still hasn't gotten that sword out of Bonk Rocks yet.
Oh, that's right. That was in Bonk Rocks. Nothing so far in Eastern, but honestly, I'm not really expecting much to be here. I think we just clear this for the prize and then check green pendant and call it good. I don't think to have anything in here.
Yeah, I think with the early stuff you got, you're gonna come and clear it, but yeah, I would not be anticipating anything progression wise out of here.
Yeah, Moldern's in the bomb pad. That's a nice early find.
Yeah, those
Probably would have grabbed those off the ground, but third bottle.
and we got our flippers there out of the mini Moldorm cave, so that'll probably lead rayzeus here to keeping on with all the flipper checks now. Oh, gotta watch out for those crabs. They are one of might be the only enemy in Light World that do 2 hearts of damage.
I'm thinking red Tektites might also do 2 hearts.
I believe you are correct. Yeah, those also will do 2. Pulling up the rock.
Yeah. So now Ray's in kind of a weird spot with 464.
Mm-hmm.
Like you almost have to farm up those rupees, and I'm hoping that he spends the time to farm up the rupees and then comes up and sees a 50. Oh, okay. Definitely always check Ice Rock Cave first, and then only farm them up if you need to.
Yep.
Oh, and now he's setting up the water walk, so maybe not interested in... Okay, there we go.
Yeah. I can never remember the rules of the water walk. I feel like going into a cave might break it, but I guess we're gonna find out here in just a second.
So pressing left or right in a cave will break your water walk state.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's not entering. It's going left or right. Okay.
Yeah, so that's also why you can't like do something like water walk into Waterfall Fairy Cave and then keep your sword water walk while getting the chests. That's just unfortunate. All right, we got our pendant over on Rue's side. Nothing earth-shattering there.
Yeah, managed to get the quick kill there on Armos. And nothing on Hobo. Doing the long swim. I don't mind doing Hobo here when you have flippers and he's in logic. But yeah, if I'm doing these flipper checks out of logic through a fake flipper or water walk, I am not bothering to go to that guy. It is slow and it sucks. And a third sword on the island.
Just there taunting Ray. Yeah, it is slightly faster to go to Hobo from Link's house, but then you also add an additional saving quick because you're not really going there anywhere after that. So yeah, I'm with you, Pants. I'm definitely looking at just swim up to Hobo and ended it. So
yeah, if I already have the flippers and it's in logic, I'll do it. But yeah, if I don't, I can't be bothered with that.
Yeah, and like you need to go to pod area at some point anyway. So there's our
other glove. Okay, so that is Dark World access for Ray. I have a feeling we'll see him go to get the first sword out of Punk Rocks here after those mitts, and he might go right into Dark World.
Honestly, I want to see Ray go up the mountain now.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have hookshot? You have mitts?
You can full clear it. That would be you can full clear the overworld checks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily looking to beat Hera right now anyway, and the TR info could be valuable for the specific medallion that you need.
Yep. Over on Rue's side, we got we got the South Shore checks coming here, so we'll most certainly see Rue go and do these all these checks we just saw Ray finish out. And there's that sword from Ray. We'll go get his back of escape and King's Tomb.
Yeah, good sequencing there by Ray, doing King's Tomb before coming out for back of escape.
Yep.
And then the real question here, though, is where does he go now? Because I don't want to go to the village right now. I have no fire rod. I have no hammer, and there's not really a time efficient follow up play there. So unless you find something in the village or in front of Skull Woods, I feel like I'm kind of in trouble.
Yeah, I think the only thing. Yeah, no, I think the mountain makes the most sense because you're not able to beat one dungeon. You're potentially orphaning an item in another. Yeah, you got save and quit though after coming out. He might want to go do Eastern first. I think that's an okay play, yeah.
Yeah, for the same reason I just outlined, like this is a completely fine also.
Yeah, I think I think there's a good chance he might have been thinking Dark World and then realized what you were. Similar thinking with you. Boy, I actually don't have that much good that's open to me.
Yeah, you find a fire rod over here, and then you feel like a genius, right?
Yeah. Does get his second sword. I did not catch if Rue spied the sword on the island, but I imagine he
did. Alright, just scam on the fish. Zor's always one of those checks that I never want to do it, but I just end up doing it because it's easy to route in with Light World stuff.
Yeah, it can unless you get the mirror and you happen to be around catfish, it's not great to do otherwise. Looks like we have that mountain play for Rue here.
Love it.
Yeah, these two runners particularly have a quite a really good grasp on routing tendencies to go along with their execution here. So I think that showed in their game one match up until Ray got to pod I think he was like 4 or 8 rupees short or something like that, and that's what really changed the complexion of that match, and surprisingly into Ray's favor. But we got new check here with Old Man, which is a whole lot of nothing. But sorry, you were saying, Sean.
Yeah, it's. I was just gonna say it's weird how something small like one runner making a mistake can actually win a race. Like rando be rando.
And
all right, Maria.
Ray is, I believe, doing a 50-50 gamble here with
on the back item.
Yeah, on the back item, which I can't remember what that was on Rue's side. I know it wasn't anything worthwhile, but I don't remember what it was a dungeon.
I believe it was a non-dungeon item, but I don't remember exactly what it was.
I know when I was teaching any runners that had asked me to mentor them, my philosophy on skips is just know what you're skipping, like or know what you're skipping in the sense that if you have a chance to come back to it later on, if you can clean it up later on, and if not, leave it dead. Otherwise, you're just giving time back if it's something or nothing.
Yeah, you have to commit to everything that you skip here, because, like you said, there's the map here, so it is indeed a non-dungeon item there. I kind of see Ray just say, throw caution to the wind. I'm out. Fully commit to this rather than taking another minute and a half to walk back there.
Yeah, that is such a long walk. I want to say it's a hard pace too. It's such a long walk for utter trash, and Ray is doing good, and just going to turn in the pendant, and then we'll see where he decides to go.
All right.
Let's see. Looking over at Rue's side, looks like he found a mushroom on Light Death Mountain. That looks to be it so far. Heading here into Dark Death Mountain, and Ray is also heading up there too. So getting a good bit of words are escaping me right now.
Yeah, so I like the Dark Mountain play, even though it's logic. I like it here because what gets you up here doesn't actually help you all that much, as Rue unfortunately could not clip through that block fast enough, so has to go the long way.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm never opposed to an out of logic mountain play, especially when you can clear the mountain open.
Yeah, there's a bunch of items up here, and the seed might just want you to, even if it's loot, that doesn't really help you immediately. And seeing that item on Rock is going to tell Rue to come back whenever he has the mirror, so missing out on Hera here doesn't feel as bad.
Yeah, you're coming back. You have more reason to come back.
Alright, we got a quack on TR. And our last pendant is Town. This other 5-6 is Skull Woods.
That puts... chat might be happy. I think that puts us a fire source away from a ped pole.
It depends where that Thieves' Small is. It might require the hammer.
That is true, yeah. If the Thieves' Small locks itself, but we did pull silvers there out of Hookshot Cave.
Okay, Rue going back for Hobo here.
Okay, so Rue did not do Hobo. Went straight there. Okay.
I think he skipped the spy on High Island as well for this reason, because he knew he was coming back for Hobo, and you would get to see it here.
That's a fair play, I think, and not having I could have seen Rue also continuing to skip this if something of value had come up on the mountain, or something of immediate value had come up.
I'm expecting Rue to just go to Dark World here, save and quit the Sank. You went out of logic. You tried to get ahead of it, but nothing ended up here. Fair play. Fine. Let's just go find our mountain access now, because now that perspective loot looks a lot better.
Yeah. It's. I mean, you're not going to complain about the half magic or the silvers that you found up there. Those are gonna make everything just a little bit quicker. Just for the rest of the seed, a little bit quicker, a little bit safer. I'm a little surprised. I see TDR Kirby in chat mentioning the mushroom. I was a little surprised with Rue running over to King's Tomb. It had a good chance to just go turn in the mushroom at that point too. See,
I'm not interested in mushroom because A, it's out of logic, and then follow up on that, you don't know what sphere of logic that's in. So for every sphere deeper that you find in the fetch quest items, it's that much less likely that it's going to be required. So I'm with Rue here. I don't care about that mushroom right now.
Gray Skull in Skullwoods here, heading back towards the middle. Yeah, another reason I really like to hit that mountain out of logic is if you find the lamp or the flute up there, it gives you really good knowledge of where the other one might be. With the lamp or the flute being your two methods to get to the mountain. Rue heading here just to steal the key makes routing the front a little bit easier if I believe the bridge chest has a small key in it.
I think with the big key chest not being a small key, like there's a very small chance that you actually get locked out, and
Yeah.
I don't think those extra couple rooms are worth it. I think you just take the chance, fall and get burned.
Yeah, and there you have a key right there in the first check. Yeah, I'm not opposed. I kind of go back and forth. I think if usually if I have Samaria, I will typically just go. I'll go to the big key chest. Otherwise, it's just like even with the NMG strats, it's still not a terribly fast roam. And you have such a good chance. Oh no!
Oh no!
Nabbed.
Go the other way, Rue. Go the other way. No, dude.
But you have such a good chance to just have a key somewhere in one of these checks that you won't get locked in. But it is. I mean, it is better safe than sorry. And it is wow. So it's both items in the back. Is that right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh no, we got one item. One item was right there in the pit chest. But our runners are essentially knotted up here.
Okay, I'm gonna take that further. I think last item has to be on Moth because I think the bridge chest has to be a big key that leads to a small key in the chest.
Or Moth could have the big key with the item in the big chest, though, right? If the small key was under the bridge.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
But either way, the item's in the back. Yeah. Ray now getting that middle chest as Rue does a C-shaped house with no Mimi muffin stash.
Well, I mean, he is down game, fighting to extend this bracket.
Yep.
So I guess we can ditch the memes for today. But I better see some memes for Game 3.
Excuse me. Yeah, I usually when I hit Thieves Town and I haven't found the hammer, I know it's a little bit slower, but I will typically check the brewery also before I head in there. But if I don't have it and it's not one of those 3 checks, I am of the school. You just do Thieves Town. The odds of big chest not only having an item but having progression is pretty small. That it's just beat the dungeon because you have to beat it.
You'll also get so there's that small key. So pedestal is not hammered.
Looks like Rue is going to just do those front four, though. Will
Front
not be
four
heading
and
to the
leave.
back. Yeah.
Maybe wanted the health refill. Nope, we're leaving.
Not a graduate of the Ninja Bro School of just heckin' do Thieves Town.
I wonder if this is intentional, and then he's just gonna go back. Nope, not going back. All right. I could understand like doing the death work to get the health refill, and then just dipping the brewery that you left behind to try and find a hammer, and then just going back, because it's not actually a very far walk to get back to where he was.
No, especially when you're skipping those first two checks. But we're into dig game here.
I wonder if we're gonna take the frog over to Hype Cave.
I am not a fan of that. I actually, at this point with flippers, if I haven't gotten anything by Hype Cave, I'm jumping in that lake and I am swimming to pod. Well, pyramid and pod, but I'm definitely going that direction. We do have divergence here, though. Ray is heading towards the back.
All right. Well, back of pendant pod burned Rue last time, so.
And I'm okay with that, though. No one should be beholden to recency bias. But we do have grabbing the Smith, though. So
that is a good point in chat. You can always just change your mind after Hype Cave and swim over to pod anyway, and then Kiki will actually replace Jeremiah, and Jeremiah will go back to jail.
Yeah, Lumaga in chat just beat me to it, or Lumaga and Kirby did beat me to it. Yeah, if you find some sort of progression here, a hammer or a fire rod, you can just then run back to the town. I was not counting how many items were in the front, though. There's that hammer
and lamp.
Okay.
Oh, we're still saving and quitting. Oh no. Yeah, I definitely go to pod there.
Yeah. Go. You can beat pod at that point. I think Ray figuring turn this guy in now has easy Dark World access though, so or good Dark World access.
Well, all we need is some knowledge to put that pedant logic.
And I think we're still unknown on if there's a dungeon item or a collectible item in the big chest. I know we've seen the compass. I don't know if we've seen the map or not.
Yes, at least we both have pod money this time.
Right. Ray's setting up for the blind script. So far, so good. That is definitely something to, if you're a new player, spend a little bit of time learning. The way I always would phrase it is learn to do things that will help you do more with less, and being confident to go into blind with any sword and very low health, and knowing you can beat that boss is a pretty good thing.
Oh, if you ever play inverted mode, you learn how to get good at blind real quick.
Yes, and also low percent mob, but low percent mob sucks. Let's be honest, it's a terrible fight.
It's not good. Now that said, I did make several of my mentees do the old moth with only a fighter should fight. Most of them were able to pull it off after 34 points. Dying.
I heard about that because some of them then came to me afterwards, and I'm like, "Don't tell Sean I told you this, but never try to do a fighter sword fight." And both of them rejecting the shield. We are in the no shields crew here.
Yeah, and I know of at least one person who approves of leaving no shields behind.
That is right. All right, we are going to shortly here, though, see what is in blind. So I again missed what was on blind, so I'm not positive what if it's a dungeon item or not. Oh no!
Fire rod.
Oh, all right.
No, dude.
That I mean, it like
that's not good.
that is not good. Like it could be worse. But that's I mean, like this is why you don't do the back of Thieves' Town without the hammer. We have Ray though not saving and quitting. Looks like he might be feeding. Nope, does do the save and quit there. Okay.
Why don't you guys hungry for another seed?
Yep. All right, Rue did get a slightly messed up on the blind script there, but managed to survive it. Okay, so there was an item on blind. So Ray knew going into after the attic that there was guaranteed to be an item in the big chest.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to non-dungeon items, so.
Yeah, I think it was a compass in the attic, and so a map must have been in the first half. We have hammer pigs getting cleared out here. Then I imagine probably heading up north to finish out Skull Woods. We have the save and quit after the Smith turn in. I'm guessing this is going to be Ray heading to Pod here. Yeah, we still have a lot of items to go. Rue actually took Purple Chest and decided not to go finish out Skull Woods.
Yeah, with 2 items back there.
It's just the one item. We saw a green 100.
Okay.
But still, it is one of your red crystals. The other one is beatable now with that hammer.
Yeah, it kind of puts Purple Chest in an awkward spot, because if you take it up to Skull Woods, once you get that crystal, it'll delete the Purple Chest, and you'll have to go back down. But I almost just want to go grab the crystal out of Skull Woods and then go back for hammer pegs and Purple Chest.
Yeah, I think
just so you never have to go back to Village without.
Yeah, I think that would have been my preferred play, but we have the Ice Palace play.
We're going into Ice Palace.
I'm okay with this. You got 3 items. It is a clearable dungeon.
The only pain here is with having a visible Samaria, and you kind of want the mirror to be able to escape this dungeon, but you know, maybe your mirror is just in here.
Yeah, I think this is the kind of play where you're thinking the mirror is in here somewhere, or behind something you find in here. It is not uncommon for people to just avoid Ice Palace until they get Samaria. And it can be to their detriment. But we do have Ray here into Pod, not Bowlock, just a couple of keys for the first 2 checks.
Yeah, and this is gonna feel bad if Mirror is up in pod, but
Yeah.
you know, I think Rue might just be trying to make a play here. Just try and make that mirror be in here so that people get punished for delaying this too long.
Yep. We are a little low on bombs after the bit of a flub there on the double kill, but
Right, good IPBJ there.
yeah, that was nice and quick.
And hookshot makes it so much faster.
Mm-hmm. Heading over to Bowlocked side here on pod.
That is true. Rue knows that sequence he just did is required. So, and it's not one that people are normally going to do. People are try to skip ever going to Thieves Town Big Chest. So maybe he knows he has a little room to mess around, test some new routing stuff.
Yeah, that is true. I think there are a good number of people like me that'll just go meet Thieves Town regardless of hammer, and you just gambled it. Nothing's in the big chest.
Yeah, and the vast majority of the time you're right, but when you're wrong, it's usually
it's
pretty
bad.
detrimental.
Yeah, it's real bad.
Now, sometimes it'll be an item like, I don't even know. Sometimes it'll be an item that will like hard funnel you back there after 20 or so minutes, but yeah, unfortunately that fire rod just doesn't block enough that I don't think we're gonna get that big chest for probably another half hour.
This is a good sign that we just pulled bombos out of the vanilla big key chest in Ice Palace, so the fire rod does lock that in there. I think something for Ray that will be beneficial is if the beneficial thing for him is the more things fire rod locks, the better it will be for him, the faster he'll get back there to it. But so far, we have not seen anything else that it locks. That's at least 2 items. Rue doing the bomb jump here to get over to Iced Tea. So we still must have an item outstanding.
Yeah, I don't know how gambly Rue is. He's more of a, full clear it when you're here type.
Yeah. I believe that should make it should make Cold Stare Samaria lock.
Does Cold Stare have a key?
I think Cold Stare has to have a small key at this point.
Okay, so our mirror could never be in here, but we wouldn't ever know that without checking the chests.
Yeah. Looking at, pod is pretty empty, though. It looks like it might have had a shield in it. Nothing else of note that I'm seeing on the tracker.
Yeah, with Bombos being inside Ice Palace, that just shuts this off completely. I'm trying to think of anything that Ray has left now.
Okay, so not Samaria locked, though, because that was the compass on Cold Stare. I'm trying to think what key.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what key was missed. Doesn't matter too much, but
yeah, and it seems like Pod's a whole lot different too. So Ray may actually get funneled there faster than I thought.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Like, I mean, we're wanting we need our mirror, we need our flute,
Need Quake.
need Quake.
May need another medallion. We may need Ether, but I think the Bombos is going to be the Meyer medallion. Usually the game will just give you the medallions that you need, and you won't have to hunt too deeply for them.
Yeah, and we know they can't be stuck in GT. In fact, I don't think anything of use can be in GT at this point, based on what our pendants are. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because we have to get a flute and a mirror.
Yeah.
GT.
Yeah. So I think looks like this is going to be the play to Pyramid and possibly Catfish. I mean, like Ray really doesn't have a whole lot left.
Yeah, I think Pyramid and Catfish is just about all that Ray has left, and he really needs these to be nothing right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's that, and he does have Hera. Like, most likely there's probably something up in Hera too. Just 10
Yeah, I
bombs.
wonder if he feels man, going a long way to Hera versus going to Thieves on Big Chest as your last spot.
I made the decision to knowingly skip the big chest, so I'd probably go up to Hera. I'd be like kind of quietly hoping that Mirror's in there, but which we know would be terrible.
Right, but would you have left an item in EP though? Is the question.
No, I typically
left.
don't.
Yeah, having already left that item in EP.
Yeah, I would absolutely go back to Thieves Town before Eastern Palace if I had made that Eastern Palace. What do we got here from Catfish? Nothing. Okay, so for Ray, he's knowing it. Like, progression is either up on the mountain in Thieves Town or in that Eastern Palace big chest, I think. Oh, it looks like on Ray's tracker, the Eastern Palace is not marked as cleared, but he did beat Armos.
He did beat Armos, but he left the big key chest.
Yes.
So that's why it's not cleared. Alright, is deciding to go to Hera, which we know up here is going to have progression, but it's just a matter of what progression is it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what would be like none of it's good for him because anything in here pulls him away from the fire rod. I mean, really, the best thing for him would be like flute, and then bombos being required for Meyer.
That's pretty much it, because then it'll introduce a couple extra saving quits, but it's a lot better than, say, getting a mirror with a red cane, and then I'm not even sure. Maybe mirror would be fine here, because then you would go back to village for the mirror checks.
Yeah, I mean, it depends if you feel like you want to take the time to go into Thieves Town. With the mirror, though, it makes it faster because you're not having to do a saving quit. You can just pop right out and continue on. So, yeah. And there's that mirror. Okay.
That immediately gets you a red cane.
Does get him a third sword, but the I guess the question is like when will he get to it?
Does Roos still have a fairy? Not anymore.
Not anymore. Oh, he's hoping that fairy. There he goes. Hoping that fairy does not come and touch him.
I have no idea. I have no idea how Ray got away with that.
And there we go. Heading back in to go kill the boss here after that death warp. And we do now have access to the basement. I was not counting items if...
I was also not counting items.
If there was
He did do every chest, so I'm guessing the basement is a thing.
Yep.
And there we're going back.
That like it makes sense for him at this point. Like that mirror.
He doesn't have a lot left. It's gonna take forever to get back up here.
Yeah.
And with 12 hearts, does he have a fairy or a potion?
He got the mirror, so he'll probably just save it.
I'm thinking Spike Cave.
Oh, well, he has a mirror though, so he can just hop out of here. But he does have a blue goo, I think.
12 hearts is not enough for Spike Cave.
He should have a blue goo from Kakariko, if he wants to use it there.
Yeah, I probably would, honestly. That's the last thing up here other than Turtle Rock, and you really don't want to be in Spike Cave before Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it's not in logic, but I think because you can technically get it, then you probably should, just for convenience sake. Oh, that's right, there's also a mushroom outstanding that neither runner has checked.
Yeah. Our tracker reminding us, go ahead and give these runners a follow. They are putting on a good little race for us here. Also, if you'd be so kind as to give the crew my co-com secretly sliver. Our tracker Gobble is 2905, and our restreamer Man the Tech Lumaga 80. That does mean that Lumaga is
Old man confirmed. Oh no, Ray!
Oh, maybe he's got a fairy?
He might still have that fairy.
Nope.
No, Ray!
Okay.
No, dude!
Alright, yeah, thought he probably could have made it. I believe 14 is the magic number.
Also, he didn't have to save and quit there. He could have just saved and continued, because that's an underworld death. It's not a dungeon death. Rue gonna go clean up escape here, and gonna be disappointed that nothing's here. Yeah,
that's a big set there. He might also just do. No, he won't. He doesn't have mirror, so he won't. He's not going to go do Aga while he's here, unless he sets up a really long death warp.
Yeah, unless he really feels like it.
And Ray, forgetting to
please.
drain the dam.
Maybe still a little tilted from the cave experience.
Yeah, I think that's real possible. Yeah, I know Rue coming and doing this, being very thorough. Just like seeing Rue practice, I know you're absolutely right. He is a very thorough runner. Likes to rely on his execution to give him the edge with his thoroughness.
Well, technically, this is check density also, because you have three guaranteed items here. So we find our ice rod on the path. Boring. Okay, he is going to set up that really long death orb.
I think being on green mail with the guard.
No.
At least it wasn't Sankart.
At least it wasn't Sankart.
But yes, I do like it better setting up the death warp to just go do Aga here. Get it out of the way. He did not run out and go check Pyramid Ledge, so that'll get that check out of the way for him too.
Probably a nice run up to Catfish as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate this, but you already confirmed that Aga 1 is only required to beat the game. It's not locking any progressions, so in my opinion, you might as well just leave it till right before Ganon and get the free health spell.
Yep, I'm not opposed to that. I think I would have I personally, well, I would have already done escape in my game, but if I hadn't done escape at this point, I would I understand that it is check density, but I would be going with the variable crystal that I have on now. In worst case scenario, I beat a crystal. And in fact, actually, thinking about it now, so Rue never went back and did Skull Woods. I would have probably thought about tying in front of Escape with Big Bomb is what would have been going on in my mind if I hadn't done it already.
I think also because Hera does kind of take a long time to get to, I think what Ray is hoping here was that mirror was in front of Escape. And yes, his opponent might have gotten it before him, but it wouldn't have really paid off at this point.
Yeah, no, I think that's the play. Is like
So I think that's the thought behind this play is that, okay, I don't care if my opponent got this 40 minutes ago.
Yeah,
I want it now.
It's also he's down to 2 items in Hera and 3 items in front of Escape plus Pyramid and Catfish are pretty much all that's left. And so yeah, you're if Mirror is not up in Hera and it's down below and you go do Hera first, you've not only made the long trip up to Hera, but you've also made a second trip up to the mountain just to go get the key. But we did have Ray doing left side swamp before the back. It's a play. Like I am not a fan of left side swamp until after you've done the back, but we got nothing of note out of it. We did get our quake there though in the diver down.
Yeah, and Ray, all Ray has up the mountain is that spike cave check, and could go into Turtle Rock for the first check. I'm not sure he's that starved for checks at this point. But if it's between that and a Thieves Town big chest, I'm not sure what he does there.
Yeah. I did see it mentioned in chat, a comment about Ray not getting the sword off of Hylia. Without the flute, it's not like it's just a little bit more time consuming to go get.
Yeah, and if you want to do Swamp Palace, there's no way back here without coming all the way back. So I wonder if that's the follow-up play after Swamp. But I would go to K45, honestly.
Yeah, I think I would check K45 and if you could try, I mean, you have the boots. The run over there is not too bad after K45. Oh, see, so this is exactly why you don't do left side swamp first. I hadn't been counting items, but if there's an item in that big chest, you've got to come back in anyway.
Yeah, and it's like the majority of the time, between the front checks and being locked in the big chest itself, the majority of the time the big key won't really enter into it, but those few times that you do have an item in the big chest and the big key is in the back, then it just feels really bad to do this long run.
Mm-hmm. We just had Rue clean up the pyramid and catfish, so Ray should be. Where is he heading to? That's not the mountain. Oh, he's probably going to do skulls. So we got Quake out of. So what this is telling me, I think that fire rod is locking our progression into it.
Yeah, it is looking that way, and I think we're gonna get a mushroom check here from Ray. Yeah, I really think Rue needed to just take that fire rod to Skullwoods right away.
Yeah,
Kind of push the weird location you just got. Ooh, nice net skills there.
Yeah, I definitely would be. I mean, I'm with you on that one. I would have done the same thing. This could be a play to fire rod this Turtle Rock, but that would be.
I think that's a bad play.
Yeah.
If you still had Dark Mountain at large, then it would be a better play, I think. But yeah, if the only thing up there is one chest in Turtle Rock, that has to be a small key for you to progress, and
the next one also has to be a small key.
Yeah, and like you're just betting on too many things to fall into line at that point, and I think that makes it just a bad play.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one.
Also, Rue, you definitely needed to go kill Moth first. Oh no. Burned by the fairy.
The fairy that he just caught. Excuse me.
And that was a pretty hype cat too, but it ended up losing a lot of time.
Yeah. So there is that third sword pickup. I think, like, I have to feel like I guess this could be purple chest out of it could be Thieves Town big chest into purple chest for Ray.
I think it's Graveyard Ledge into Hammer Pigs and purple chest at 45.
Oh yeah.
So I think, and if I'm in Ray's shoes right now, I'm still skipping that Thieves Big.
Yeah, I think I'd be pushing that mirror. Hope. I mean, you're still wanting to hope that Thieves Big is nothing. Technically, could do a fake. No, can't do a fake powder. Turn into mushroom.
Yeah, and even if he could, I don't think that's a great play, because like burning down 128 magic is really slow no matter which item you're using. Even if you do the pit setup for the medallion cutscene delete. I'm so confused. Oh, he's gonna try it anyway.
Did he get powder somewhere?
Nope. Sure didn't.
Okay.
This is an oopsie moment. You know what it actually probably is? Some crackers don't fade the mushroom after you turn it in. It just leaves it there. So that's probably what it is. He probably just saw it and thought he still had it and completely forgot what he did like 2 minutes ago. Because no one has ever done that ever in the history of Link to the Past randomizer. Forgotten what they just did one check ago.
Yep. All right, Rue, making the long walk up here to Hera to find that mirror.
Yeah, and he tried everywhere that he could to find it somewhere else to try and combo the Samaria grab into this, but finally just has to suck it up, and you know, now he knows it's hard required, so he knows he should follow the mirror pretty heavily.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I imagine he'll do what Ray did and go straight to Swamp Palace. He'll get that Ice Rod and Quake, and most likely go right up to. Ray forgetting he needs to turn into the Gary's lunchbox here for not much. We have a Gina outstanding.
Oh, we never checked a Gina.
No one has ever checked a Gina. Okay.
For those of you just arriving, this is Gold Sword Bracket Game 2 between rayzeus and rooslugs. Zeus won Game 1 on Wednesday night, so that means rooslugs is fighting for his tournament life. We have a good bit of divergence here, but rooslugs is currently last locating his mirror. Oh, he already picked it up, but rayzeus needs to find his way to Thieves Town Big Chest to get that fire rod out of there, and also clear those 2 dungeons that Rue's already done. So we'll see how this shakes out. And I'm thinking Ray finally realizes that this might be Graveyard Ledge first, but I think I think he's on the hard last locate train.
Yep, I think he's got Graveyard Ledge, he's got Thieves Town Big. This looks like a Thieves Town Big.
Okay, we're just going straight to Thieves. Yeah, fair enough. Get Graveyard Ledge on the way out, because honestly, to run to both of these locations, it's only slightly slow. It's only maybe 5 to 7 seconds slower to get the big chest first here. So that's in coin flip range for me. Alright,
Yeah.
let's see what this Spike Cave item is. Oh no, Rue.
Rue got a fairy, I believe. I believe he just pulled one from up above.
Okay, good.
Making use of the bug net. Oh no, it's the
Oh wow. Okay.
That's okay, that's a little interesting.
Yeah, and what just happened to Rue there? That's exactly why I don't want to do the Aga one when he did it, because you know, that makes saving and quitting out of the Dark World really awkward. It always puts you on the pyramid, and you never want to be on the pyramid after a save and quit. You always want to go to either Link's House or Old Man.
Yeah. So if mirror's out, that's good. I'm guessing we'll probably run right up to Skullwoods for this.
Yes, the mode is open all dungeons, so Rue didn't clear Aga 1 for nothing. You do need it to finish the game. Alright, let's see if we're looking for a medallion here. Because this might be in go mode after Swamp Palace here. And you have to think, if this is Bombos, Swamp's the next. It's Bombos. All right, and now Ray needs to go to Spike Cave, and unfortunately, with that that fire rod, he's got some tasks to do first.
Yeah, I think I could see him doing going up to do TR after Ray getting bullied in the Gibdo hallway there. Like I imagine he'll use this fire rod. You know, he's finishing out Skull. Probably head to Ice, and after that, I imagine he'll go back up the mountain to do TR, because it'll be fully clearable for him.
Right. Yeah, but that extra mountain climb's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's about 90 seconds or so. Does make quick work out of Mothula.
Meanwhile, Rue just was clearing like a madman here. Has done just about every check in the game before coming here. And Ray headed to Ice Palace here. So it does look like they're even on dungeons, but But Rue's gonna get 2 very quick dungeon clears here, and then just go straight to swamp after.
Yeah, and most likely Rue will do the back of swamp to get that quake before doing left side swamp. So that'll be a time save.
Yeah, because finding that ice rod. Well, I don't know. Rue, we've said Rue's a very careful router, and he knows he's looking for quake. So I wonder if he just does the left side swamp play, like Ray did.
Yeah, I am so against left side swamp. I hope not. I want to take it out of the norm.
I can see it only because he knows he's looking for an item. But again, like 1 from go, you already found an item. You might as well just go straight to the back and hope the big key's there.
Yeah, if I'm ever 1 from go, I will, regardless of what I find out up front, or even 2 from go, regardless of what I find up front, I'll never do left side first. There's that Bombos that Ray does not know he needs yet. Going checking checkerboard cave real quick. I'm gonna take the armor. That's fine. You got the mirror now.
Not interested in Meyer.
That I guess.
He wants to reestablish Spooky,
Yep.
which he doesn't need to. But if you don't know that, then fine. This is fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have. Well, I mean, he was still looking for 2 items, so the chance of not having to full clear Meyer. Yeah, I get doing Desert.
You're probably doing checkerboard into Agina after Meyer anyway, and it's very unlikely that both of your go mode items are going to be in Meyer. So yeah, this is fine. All it really was the flute transition.
To answer chat, Quake was in the drowned chest in the back.
Yes, and Ice Rod is behind the bombable wall. Alright, we got some roast bird. Unfortunately, you can't toss roasted birds.
Alright, we have Meyer 2. No sword beams, so trying to make do.
Yeah, so there is a way to do the quick Meyer 2 with just a fire rod and no sword beams. It didn't look like Ray had the fire rod handy at the moment, so just power through and get out of the room.
Yep. And it looks like Ray makes quick work of Cold Stare, finishing out that dungeon. That's what, dungeon number 6, I believe.
So to answer chat for Meyer 2 stuff, Fire Rod is great. Kane, I would not recommend if you're trying to do spooky action, which I know Rue knows how to do. Actually, both of these runners know how to do it, because we saw it in the last race. And then Bo, unfortunately, the arrow is just a little too slow to make it to all the way across the room to the Wizrobe. And Ray will be headed to TR here, and probably gonna kick himself. Like all that time that he saved in Ice Palace doing it with Kane, he's gonna lose having to go outside and do Mimic Cave.
Yeah. So he's got that, and then it's also doing Spike Cave when you're done, making sure that gets done.
Yeah, and that was unfortunate that he was here a while ago and was just one heart short. But
yeah, I mean, if he had used that potion, that I'm pretty sure he had. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he had one too.
Definitely. Definitely would be quite a bit closer. I mean, we know there's about a 5 minutes of time that Ray still has to make up for Aga Tower, as well as doing Desert and TR, and most likely will lose time in Swamp Palace over what Rue will do, but that's yet to be seen after Rue finishes up Minor. And like you had said, there'll be lost time in TR here, unless, well, it's still some lost time, but less if the big key is vanilla.
Yeah, still gonna lose a bit over a minute having to do Mimic Cave, but yeah, if you have to go outside anyway, then gonna be not as bad. Oh, and there's the big key there in the compass chest.
In fact, this is the best front of TR for go moding at the two small keys in your big key.
All right, that's another dungeon down for Rue.
Oh, the chain chomps thwarting everybody.
Oh, I have no idea how he got away with that.
Oh, that book. Oh, that book could be terrible. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see what he decides to do. I mean, you might have to go over for Ether Tablet anyway. You might as well just do Spike Cave after that, right?
Yeah, I guess more than you're probably right. More than likely, that book will encourage Spike Cave rather than discourage it.
Yeah, it's possible he sees that's Desert Palace access and could make an aggressive play into Desert Palace, thinking I have to climb up the mountain again anyway. But
Rue heading over, checking, doing the quick mirror check at 45 there before heading into Ice Palace. I'm of the mindset that I got lots of density in Ice Palace. I gotta be there anyways. That check's not any farther away after just beating Ice Palace, so I would do it afterwards. And here's that Mimic Cave check. Yeah, I really hate Mimic Cave. I'm just not a fan.
yeah, luckily it's so deep in logic and the entry requirements for it are so steep that it's normally just not ever on the radar, but yeah, when it is, you just kind of have to do it because it's so deep in logic.
Yeah, there's no getting around doing it. It's just I don't enjoy doing it.
Yeah, I enjoy it even less in entrance mode because you always you never find it when you have the hammer the first time, so you always have to make sure that you mark it down and make sure that you get back there at some point.
Second shield in Crystal Roller.
Question for chat. Don't you need Ether to do Misery Mire?
In this one, the medallion requirements are randomized. don't actually know if there's a mode like that is a vanilla preset that doesn't or that fixes those. But yeah, they can be any of three, both TR and Meyer can be any of the three medallions. And we did have Rue did not leave the U-turn chest like he did last time, which was one of his swords. And it did go straight
won
to
the game. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been.
I said after the race, I bet Rue never skips that chest ever.
Yeah.
All right, we have hit go mode here on the right side of your screen. And Ray's is still looking, won't be too far behind with go mode, but he is 2 dungeons behind.
Yeah, and one of those is a slow dungeon.
It won't be that slow because I think the big key ended up in Compass chest. But
I was talking about Aga 1.
Oh, Aga 1, yeah. Oh, so he's 3 dungeons behind then, because Rue has Mire Desert and Aga 1 done.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, Desert Palace and Mire won't be too bad, but on top of that, we do have just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes of time that Rue has done that he has not.
I think Castle Tower is less than 3, probably even closer to 2:30 if you just because you have the equipment so in NMG that takes about 2 minutes and 49 seconds. That's just with Master Sword, but we also have a Fire Rod, we have silvers, we have and the ease of access of mirroring there after GT just means that you don't have to factor any walks into the equation.
That is true. Yeah, that does speed it up. Does speed it up quite a bit. Running over here, probably to use that book. I'm trying to think what else there is other than Spike Cave and Eastern Big Key Chest.
Well, you could go into Desert with that book, but I would highly advise against it. It's not because I know that there's something there, but this is the last check on the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely the right play to warp and just do Spike Cave here. Even though you died earlier, I mean you've already gotten burned by one thing that you skipped. Why not make it 2? Just pile it on.
Yeah, Rue collects his 3rd sword, so he is heading up to the mountain to finish out Turtle Rock. Using that cape, but preserving magic, gets his flute. That will put rayzeus into go mode about 3 minutes after, but like you said, 2 dungeons behind right now. And we should see. I mean, there'll be a little bit of time save here, but with doing Misery Mire before, most likely we'll do Misery Mire before Desert Palace.
So going back to the question in chat that we had before about the medallions, if anybody has a question like that, it may seem like basic information, but that's what we're here for. Like, this tournament is for learning. This tournament is for beginner. And that's not, the learning doesn't have to be limited to just the racers. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to speak up. We'll definitely answer any questions that you have, no matter how basic you might think it is. This is the perfect environment to ask stuff like that. And Rue looking a little excited here. So we already know what we're gonna find here, because each runner has already done what the other's doing. And so while we have a little bit of a lull here, we've got before you start putting your GT guesses in chat, we have about 4.5 minutes until that. Take this time to give the runners a follow. You can see these are some up and comers. So rayzeus won game 1. Rooslugs looks to be pretty comfortably in the lead here game 2, so that would mean that we would get a game 3 if Roo can indeed pull this one out. So give our runners today a follow. This is likely not the last you're going to hear from them. They're both very highly skilled already, and I do see I'm in a just with the both of them, and they like to play against each other a lot and compare times. So. All right, going to steal the key here. And as rayzeus gets his big key.
Yeah, that's one of the better locations for the Misery Mire big key there. Especially when you can go mode the dungeon or you've already found the 2 items.
Oh, Roo got a little too close to that door for my liking. I'm sure nobody's ever accidentally opened that door and had to find the last small key.
Yeah, then you're required to go check the vanilla big key chest and check the big chest. Well, not required, but you really should.
Yeah. Right, Ray looked like I can't hear very well, but I can. Okay, did get the spooky there. And that's one of the more fun minor glitches because it kind of looks magic until everybody spoils the surprise.
Yeah, when everything gets a little technical and you're well, here I just about spoiled the surprise. I don't want to get shunned from the Society of Magicians, I guess. All right, that finishes out Misery Mire for rayzeus. So just needs to do Desert Palace and then give that mountain one more climb. We'll probably be entering a couple minutes behind Roo, but Ray will, like we mentioned, we'll have to do that. We'll have to do the Aga Tower, the Aga 1 fight.
We were trying to get the swag strat there, but unfortunately just didn't go quite far enough on those flaps.
Yeah, I've never actually timed it out, but I think I prefer mirroring out or mirroring over on the left-hand side, so you can just run all the way over, and then you get a mirror back to that left-hand side. We did have Roo there doing some backdoor strats on Trinex. Did not quite get the 0 cycle, but still really quick work.
So you actually can't get a 0 cycle unless you have Butter Sword.
Oh, Butter Sword is required, okay.
Both runners got their Tempered Sword on Hylia Islands. Both runners have all 3 of the same swords.
Yeah, it is a time to do that big key guessing game if that's your thing. We got 22 checks in the basement of GT where the big key can be, and I noticed our restreamer guessing lucky number 13 on a Friday the 13th.
Yeah, doubling down. Let's go with a nice 8.
8. I think after the misery that was last Seed, I think we're gonna see a nice hope room key here.
Well, that's a sneaky way to get two bites at the apple. Yeah, get wrecked. Alright, here's number 3. Even if we don't collect the torch item, we still count it.
Yep.
Did do the check.
Looks like Rue's doing the hope left strats. I remember having a conversation with Rue, and there's the big key.
And there's the big key.
Yeah.
All right.
Having a conversation with Rue just about GT routing, and what it boils down to is the first item placed is the GT big key, and so it actually has an equal chance to be in any of the basement checks. So
yeah, I essentially have the same conversation with all of the mentees. Like you can look at this. There's a spreadsheet of how long it takes to clear every check, doing differing routes and such. But at the end of the day, you don't know the fast route to the GT big key until you find it, and by that point, it's too late to save the time. So just do what makes you comfortable.
Yep. Yeah, I think the only thing I would argue against is don't do full right. Like that's what it's not guaranteed. But any of the others, there's about four or so GT, like common GT routes, and yeah, I think they have their pros and cons. As we have rayzeus making the run here towards GT. The routes though are you have the hope you have the hope option where if you find a small key and hope, you can some people like to go right to compass room before heading to the left. You have people who will do the hope and then a full left. The what's been known as the DM route, which that one gets you a bunch of checks early, but then is slower to the later checks. Rando Rush is a newer one where it puts an emphasis on the 4 check rooms, as we see Rue running right through. Made his way through the gauntlet and just made quick work out of Wizrobes 2 into Torches 1 here. He is blazing through this GT climb.
Yeah, I got a little bullied in Gauntlet 3, and I think missed on the Lambo 2 the first time, but it's gone pretty well for him so far, as Ray will start his own climb. But a reminder to everyone that even though Ray might not look that far behind, he still has one more dungeon to do, which Rue has already done.
Foregoing the magic, must have might not even actually have a blue potion, but I think has a blue potion still. I don't think Rue has used that blue potion that he got at the very beginning.
I don't remember, but on 3/4 of a bar with half magic, in the Tempered Silvers fight, you really don't need the full magic. I mean, technically, you only need half a bar with regular magic usage on the Silverless Ganon fight, so Rue just trying to save a little scrap of time there.
Every frame counts.
Nice lineup there to salvage a double out of that. That was a pretty bad lineup. All right. And now we find out it was Ganon all along.
What? How did
Guess
I not know
every
this?
time. We're on 5 hearts here, which if you're really consistent at Ganon, you're thankful that you have the little bit of a buffer. He is on red mail, but you know, things can, when one thing goes wrong, it's usually followed up by about 2-3 more. Oh. Okay, wasn't sure if he had started phase 2 on time, but did successfully, and will get the 1-1 here.
Yeah, using those hook shot strats. We have Ray getting through torches 2 here. Already has 2 keys for himself, so.
Yeah, and I wanted to shout out Ray's climb too, because like as good as Ruse was, Ray's was just as good. Alright, that is an exploding pig. Get your GGs in chat for rooslugs, who is going to finish first and force a game 3. I think that was the best outcome. I need a 3rd game between these two.
Yeah, I think we will still not have an undefeated champion. And we get to see another game 3. I think that mode is gonna require to be open, and see if we might get them in for an interview here.
And our friendly neighborhood restreamer is working on that. Rue, play your credits. Rue, play your credits.
We don't want to sit here forever.
For those who don't know, playing your credits is required, and we are joined here by our winner today, GG rooslugs.
Oh, thanks so much.
GG's.
It was an interesting one. First 50 minutes felt real bad, and I didn't feel really good about the last 40, but it worked out, I guess, in the end.
And we are also joined by the runner-up for Game 2, rayzeus. Spoiler alert: we are on a delay. rayzeus will take the time to finish it out. We're going to let his gameplay continue to go through as we give him a little chat here. But GG's to both of you.
Yeah, GG, Ray.
Good game, Ray.
GG's.
Yeah, so I had mentioned it right before you two came in. We had done the research, and by we I mean Lumaga had, that we had not up until this year had not had an undefeated champion, and that is still the case with Rue giving Ray his first defeat. But yeah, what I know you were talking a little bit about the seed here, but yeah, if you Ray, if you have any kind of initial thoughts, just on the seed.
Once on the Masters of Pad, just for you. Yeah, it's kind of all a blur right now in my head, to be quite honest. But yeah, I felt like the seed was quite open, and the gambles I did didn't quite pay off. And with like not having the mirror for a while, made the cleanup routes pretty like inefficient overall. So I feel like I lost a bunch of time. But yeah, besides that, I feel like my execution was there, but it's just a matter of like the tail end of the seed just being like stacked with items that were in like very late locations, not last locations, but pretty close.
Yeah. You might have gotten away with last locating that fire rod because Rue last located that mirror there in Hera. So you might have gotten away with last locating the fire rod if you hadn't died on Spike Cave the first time. So that was just
that was so
unfortunate
close.
to watch.
Yeah, I believe the cutoff is 14 hearts if you don't have an invincibility item or a fairy to make it all the way through.
Okay, it felt like an extra heart would do it, but I guess it was 2 in that case. But I felt like I had to go for it given the situation and like how long it would take me to get back there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had discussed if maybe you had a blue potion or something like that.
No, unfortunately, I didn't. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and it was. I mean, it was like checking it at that point. Like you said, it's a lot. It's about a 30 to 45 second check to get back to. And you had the only other thing you had on the mountain after that was ether, which when I'm at that point, I'm hoping I never see the book, and TR, which you didn't have access to. So
yeah.
But yeah, I think the two turning points was Rue getting the fire rod out of Thieves Town, the first trip into the back. And then
Yeah. Can you maybe let us know why didn't you clear Thieves Town the first time? I know you didn't have the hammer at that point, but take us through that process.
Yeah, I think that was the first thing that went right for me in the seed. I don't know about what time that happened, but I felt like I got to Dark World a little late given the stuff that I kind of did in the interim. And then once I got to Vu, I immediately knew I wanted to go out the south before I did Thieves Town. Obviously, I did Skullwoods a little bit first just to see if I could get anything there, but alas, I didn't. But yeah, I didn't want to go to the back, given that there was 3 in the back with no hammer.
Yeah. I don't think anybody realized that there were 3 items in the back, so you had to call on that.
Yeah, and I thought that was my out, basically, because I felt like I played the first half of the seed pretty badly. So I felt like if something was in there, that was an advantage. And then I think the second thing was just 50-50ing Hera basement versus Spike, and I chose Spike. So that obviously helped.
Yeah, I think early on there was a little bit of divergence, but not too much. Mostly because you guys ended up getting funneled into you had the loaded Kakariko, and then the rest of the light world was mostly inconsequential. So you both got funneled into the dark world pretty quick there. I believe both did Mountain Out of Logic, and like it was just empty.
I tried to make the ice play. That didn't really net anything. I was considering even doing Pyramid Fairy into Sword before I went into Swamp, just to try to see if I had an advantage there, but I thought better of it. And thankfully Swamp just had the goods at that point, but yeah, I was not feeling great. Even into GT, I had my head looking behind me the whole time, wondering when he was gonna hit that button.
While we were having our chat here, Ray did finish with the finish time of 1:42:27.
So we know that the mode for Game 3 is going to be open, and this one's for all the marbles. You guys excited?
Seems like the right mode to do it with. Just the pure random mode, and see what happens.
Yeah, it's exciting to have a match 3. I was looking at the brackets, and for both of us, it's going to be the first match 3. So exciting stuff to be. I guess for Rue, you're going to be facing elimination for the second time, but for me, it's going to be a completely new feeling. But yeah, just both of us being in the same basket for first match 3 is going to be quite exciting.
I felt like I was in elimination the whole Swiss round because of my the score. I knew if I didn't win out, basically my score was dead to me, so I had to get 5. I knew.
Yeah, fair enough. I felt kind of the same way after that first game, but yeah, then things happened, and then kind of took a turn. Yeah,
we will definitely be watching the schedule for that. In the meantime, everybody give our runners a follow. What you saw before you will see a lot more of that. And keep an eye on this channel and the Go Mode podcast server for further streams on the channel. There should be some firing up this weekend. Thank you for doing comms with me, MEP.
Yeah, it was my pleasure. It's always fun to get to do some comms. I think we've had 2 great races by both of these two, so I'm really looking forward to number 3, and I know we're gonna do everything we can to get it on the restream, and let everyone here give it a watch.
And thank you again to our tracker today, Goggles2905. We did some top tier button clicking there. And thank you for the restream, Lumaga. This all doesn't happen. It all starts with the restreamer, and everybody plays their parts. So we all appreciate it.